Hello children, myself Ishwar Chand Balichwal welcomes all of you. Today we are starting a new chapter 12, algebraic expressions. Okay, so watch this video up to the end for better understanding. Okay, now we start introduction of algebraic expressions. Okay, algebraic expressions like x plus 5, y minus 3, 4z plus 7, 10t minus 3 and so on. These expressions are useful in formulating puzzles and problems. How? When we make any puzzle, we just express our puzzle in the form of language. But when we want to solve them, we just convert in like this type of forms, and by solving we get the solution. Okay, so the algebraic expressions are made up of with variables, numerals, operations, operators. Okay, how are expressions formed? So we learn this. The various parts of expressions are variables, constants, numerals, operations, and exponent also, exponents. These are the different part of the expressions. Okay, now we learn these type of parts, then we learn expression. Variable like x, y, z, l, m, n, etc. can take various value. These can take various value. We want to put value of x any, then we put 1, 2, anything. So these types of variables can take various values, so they are variable. That is, they can change their value, they can take any value. Okay, so they are variable. Its value is not fixed. On the other hand, a constant has a fixed value, but a constant part always fixed value. Okay, for example 5, 150, minus 21. If we want to put some constant like k, okay, r, so this type of constant also having a fixed value. That's why we are called them constants. Okay, so by combining variable and constants, we make algebraic expressions with using operations of addition, subtraction, multiplication, division, and like that. So with the help of these operations and variable and constants combinedly form the algebraic expressions like this. 5 into x, 5x plus 3. So here 5 and x are operated by multiplication, and 5x and 3 are operated by this addition. So this combinedly form a algebraic expression because it contains this variable. Okay, so this type of presentation is called algebraic expression, like 20y minus 15, here 20 into y minus 15. So we are now checking how expressions are obtained. Now we check how these type of expressions are obtained. So now we take x cube. X cube is a expression is obtained by multiplying the variable x by itself 3 times. X into x into x, it becomes x raised to the power 3. So expression can be formed by only variable, power, that is exponent. Okay, this is the multiplication, so multiplication involved in this. So this is our expression. It is read as x raised to power 3 and or x cube. We may call it x cube or x raised to power 3. Okay. Now 2y square is obtained by 2 into y into y. That is, first we make y square by multiplying y to y and then multiply by 2, so we get 2y square. So this is a single term and this is an expression. Okay, so this way we learn more. 3x square minus 5 is obtained by x square multiplied by, this is x square multiplied by 3 and then subtracted by 5. This x square multiplying by 3 and then subtracted by 5 to arrive at 3x square minus 5. So this way our expressions are formed. Now one more example is 4xy plus 7 is obtained by x multiplied by y. This x multiplied by this y and then by 4. So totally this become 4xy. Then 7 is added. Okay, 4 to get 4xy. X multiplied by y and then by 4 to get 4xy and add 7. This 7 to 4xy. Okay, this way we get this expression. So these type of styles gives us the different expressions. Terms of an expressions. Now what is the terms of an expressions? All such parts of an expressions like that which are formed separately first and then added. Here this term formed separately, then added are known as terms. Okay, this is the terms. In this we take an example, 4x square minus 3xy. There is two terms, 4x square and 3xy with negative sign. Negative sign also including 4x square and minus 3xy. There is two terms. Terms are added. These terms are added. 4x square is added with minus 3xy. So we get 4x square minus 3xy. Terms are added to form expressions. Here negative sign is included. This negative sign is included in the term. Okay. Factors of a term. Now one more term is factors of a term. Okay. A term is a product of its factor, like minus 3xy. So 3 and x and y and minus 1 are the factor of this term. So this term is a product of the factors like minus 3, x and y. Combinedly by multiplying all three, we get minus 3xy. Now we form a tree to learn this. This is our expression, 4x square minus 3xy. The terms are 4x square and minus 3xy. These are two terms. Okay. Now how these terms form? The factor of this 4 into x into x. So this way our factors, these are our factors and this term formed by these factors. Now minus 3xy, minus 3 into x into y. So this way form minus 3xy. Okay. These are our terms and these are the factors. And when we add these terms, we get the expressions. Okay. Now we learn coefficients. What are the coefficients? The numerical factors is said to be the numerical coefficients or simply coefficient of the term. Like 4x square, here x square having a coefficient 4. Okay, here minus 3xy, xy having the coefficient minus 3. But if we are found the coefficient of y only, then this minus 3x is the coefficient of y. If we want to find the coefficient of x only, then this minus 3 and y both are the coefficient of this x. So it's depend on the term and the nature of the variable. What is the variable? So rest of the things which are multiplied by that is known as the coefficient. But generally the numeral part is the coefficient of the variables. Okay. So first of all you have to know what are the variables and then check what is the numeral value. So the numeral value is the coefficient. Okay. So this way we can express coefficients. Okay. When the coefficient of a term is plus 1. Okay. When the coefficient of a term is plus 1, it is usually omitted. That is not expressed like 1 into x square y square. Then we have to write this like x square y square. This 1 is not expressed here. We are omitting that. And minus 1 is indicated only by the minus sign. If there is minus 1, we just indicate only by the minus sign, not indicate that one. Thus minus 1 into x square is written as minus x square. Always remember this thing. Okay. Now we learn something required to be known by everyone. Expressions, term and numerical coefficients. Here we take some terms. xy plus 4. There is two term. Term xy. What is the coefficient of term xy? 1. Because 1 is not expressed, omitted, but 1 is here. So numerical coefficient is 1. 13 minus y square. 4 y square minus y square. Minus y square is the term because this sign is included in this term. So minus y square. So here this minus with 1, because 1 is not expressed, minus 1 is the numerical coefficient. Always remember. Here 13 minus y plus 5y. Here minus y minus is included in y. So the coefficient is minus 1. The coefficient of y is minus 1. And here 5y square. So here y square having the coefficient 5. This is the coefficient of y square. Here 4p square q minus 3pq square plus 5. So first we take 4p square q. 4p square q. The p square q is the variable and 4 is the numeral coefficient. So 4 is the numeral coefficient. Minus 3pq square. So pq square is the variable and minus 3 is the numeral coefficient. So this minus 3 is the numerical coefficient. Okay. This way we express these terms. Now we take other type of expressions. Term with factor y. Now we take factor y. Coefficient of y. 4x minus 3y. But here we considering only the factor of y. So we take only this term minus 3y. By taking this minus 3y, we found that minus 3 is the coefficient of y. So this is clear. 8x plus yz. Here term with factor y. So here yz. So in yz, z is the coefficient of y because only we have to remember this y. The rest of the thing are the coefficient of this y. But here this coefficient is variable type. But here we are not considering only the numerical coefficient. We consider the every type of coefficient here. So that variable is y. So all things excluding y are the coefficient. So here only z and 1. So 1 in z is z. Z is the coefficient of this y. Now yz square. Here the coefficient of y, the factor y, term with factor y is z square. So z square is considered as the coefficient. Okay. My plus m. Here in my, m is the coefficient of y. Okay. So remember this. Now we consider factor x. coefficient of x. This is 4x minus 3y. Here the 4x is the term which having x, so 4 is the coefficient of x. Okay, now y square x minus y, but this time we considering the x, so x is considering the rest of the terms are, rest of the things are coefficient, so here the y square is the coefficient of x. This thing is remember always, only remember that variable which we are considering, rest of the things are coefficient. Now 2z minus 5xz, here minus 5xz, we consider the x here, so minus 5 and z is the coefficient. Okay, so this way we can found our coefficient of different terms. Like and unlike terms. Now we learn like and unlike terms. When terms have the same algebraic factors, when the terms have the same algebraic factors, they are like terms. When terms have different algebraic factors, they are unlike terms. So here we take some example like terms, like x square, 3x square. Here both the terms are same, x square and x square. Although their numerical coefficient is different, but they are like terms because the same algebraic factors are same, x square, so these are the like terms. When terms have different algebraic factors, they are unlike terms, like 2xy minus 3x, 5xy minus 4. So these terms are different, they are unlike, because here the variable part is xy, here x, and here is the xy. So 5xy and 2xy, here 2xy and 5xy are like terms because their variable part is same, although their numerical part is different, but this is the coefficient. If we add them, then we get 2xy plus 5xy equal to 7xy. So they are adding. If we only having the same like terms, then they are adding or subtracting only. So they are considering as the like terms and one term. So they are like terms. And here 2xy and minus 3x are unlike terms because here the variable is xy and here is the variable is x only. So they are unlike terms. So this way you can found the like and unlike terms. Okay. Now we are learning about the expressions type: monomials, binomials, trinomials, and polynomials. These are the different type of expressions. Now how we can recognize these? This is our main motto, so we have to know about that. An expression with only one term, remember, only one term is called monomial. Mono means one. So any expression which contain only one term is known as monomial. Here are some example. 7xy. Although there is the variables, there is two variables and one constant, but they are all multiplied each other, so they are combinedly a single term. They form a single term. So 7xy is a monomial. Minus 5mn. Here m into n and 5. These form the combined single term. So these are monomials. 3z square is also a monomial, etc. So this type of terms are monomial because they contain only single term. An expression which contains two unlike terms, okay, is called binomial, like this. Here x and 2y. Both these terms are different, unlike. Here mx plus c. Mx and c are different, so they are formed binomial because the terms are two, more than one. So they are binomial. Bi means 2 and x plus 2y contain two terms, so these are binomial. But here a plus b plus 7, here they contain three terms, 1, 2, 3, so is not a binomial. Okay, this is not a binomial because this expression contains 3 terms. Now, an expression which contains 3 terms is called a trinomial. Okay? Any expression which contains 3 terms is called a trinomial. For example, x plus 2y plus 7. Here there is 3 terms, so it is trinomial. AB plus A plus B. Here there are 3 terms, so it is also a trinomial. So like that. In general, an expression with 1 or more terms is called a polynomial. In general, if there is a 1 term monomial, 2 term binomial, 3 term trinomial, but in general we can say polynomial. Poly means many, so they contain many terms, is known as polynomial. But the single monomial is also called a polynomial. Okay, remember this thing. Thus, a monomial, binomial, trinomial are all polynomials. Remember this thing. Okay, so this way, this is are some terms which are necessary to understand. On the basis of this, you can solve your exercise. Okay, the exercise 12.1, you have to solve 12.1. This is your homework. Okay, and send me on my personal WhatsApp. So I will check them randomly. Okay, but you have to send me your homework. Okay, thanks. Have a nice day.